My name is William. Everybody calls me Bill. A native of California, grew up in Los Angeles. And that's where, I raised my daughter in Myleik in LA. I grew up in the, 60s, early to late 60s, during the watch riots. I grew up in South Central. And I decided at a very young age that I didn't like the life that I had. The life I lived as a youngster, it was in fear. There was gang violence that came along in the early 70s. And I decided that education would be the way for me to get out. All through high school, I attended not only just high school, I went to school, summer schools and vocational schools at UCLA. And afterwards I went on to college at UC Irvine. And while I was in college, I met Myeik's mom, Brenda, and actually before that in high school, but while in college we decided to get married. And from that moment forward, I just tried a lot of different things, and and then we had our family. Well, we had Myeik's brother first, William, of course named after me and my dad. And then 4 years later, we had the illustrious Myleik Teele.
I've been lucky to have gotten a lot of gems very early from both my mom and dad about how to go through this world with confidence and with care for myself.
She was instilled with some good morals and principles, like you take the lead. And I would tell her and my son, hey, you set the tone. You take the lead. And so, and there were times when she would do that. She would maybe dress a certain way and she'd come back, Dad, I dress this way, now all the other kids want to dress that way, So I go, that's what I'm talking about. You make decisions for yourself. Don't be influenced by others, You have to learn to follow before you can lead, but always, make the right choices when you can. It's up to you. My parents would say to me, don't question me. When I tell you something, and if I disagree, they would say, are you calling me a liar? I'm like, hey, no, I'm not saying, but at least give me a chance to explain. So I took that, and thought about that, and I said, I want to raise my children differently. No wasn't always no, for example. And I said, hey, listen, this is what you got to do. I'm going to give you a no. When it's a safety no, that's absolutely no, don't ask. But if there's something you desire to do or want, it's up to you to convince me and your mom, I don't care how many no's I give you, why you should have that. Because in life, there are going to be obstacles. There are going to be no's. There are going to be challenges where if you're told no as a youngster, it could affect you as an adult. You hit that wall, you go, well, they said no, so that means no. So anyway, we went through that for a while. She got it. My son never got it, but she got it. No. Here she'd come back, okay, let me rethink this. And she would continue until she got what she wanted. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You go for it. She and I would talk, many a day of different challenges and confrontations that she'd had in different jobs. And I knew then that she couldn't work a job. She couldn't work for anybody. It's not because she couldn't get along. It's just that her mind was so advanced and she had so many things she wanted to do. And you couldn't do that in that type of a structured and disciplined environment or restricted environment. Because I always taught her, I want you to think the most ridiculous. The most ridiculous thing you could ever become. And do that. And don't ever let anybody ever tell you you cannot. So she believed it. And that's, when you have a player on your team and you coach that and they believe it, wow. Just think, now I just sat back and watched. So now here we go. So she started thinking, she said, I got this idea at curlBOX. Okay. Of course, she had my full support, and whenever we had a discussion, hey, the elevator, keep going, keep going, keep going. But she's a beast, and she's gonna win. All those years of effort and challenges and was just a way, an avenue for her to get to this point in life. She's so confident now, and it's like she can do anything in life. I think she can run for president of the United States. That's how bad she is, She was a lot of fun. I pulled my hair out a lot of times, but that's what you do with kids that are challenges. They take you to the limit, they stretch you all the way out. But that's just the nature of the beast, but it doesn't take away from that she was a joy, to parent, to learn from, and to watch her just blossom the way she has.